Hi guys, it's time for a summer book haul. Summer book haul. There is no time quite like the summer to be a reader. Summer reading is the best reading. Summer romances, summer mysteries, themed books that just make you excited to be in the season. Summer is the best for it. And I have a lot of books to talk to you about. I've actually done a ridiculously big haul, but we're gonna do part 1 today and we'll save part 2 for another day, mostly because there's just too many to talk about. I am going to prioritize the ones that I'm reading soon. Here is the stack. I'm so excited to talk to you about these books. So I think let's just pull from the top and I'll show you what I bought. The first one I have is Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. Now, I have only ever read one Ali Hazelwood book. I read The Love Hypothesis, which I think was her first book, mostly because when it came out there was just a lot of hype around it and I enjoyed it, but I just have never felt the pull to read another one. But that changed when I saw this cover, because I should also mention that the covers for these books are just ridiculously beautiful and so perfect for summer. And so I picked this one up because I just fell in love with the cover. We have a kind of an age gap with this book, which I feel like people are going to be interesting on. So our female main character Maya is 23 and our male main character Connor is 38. Ali Hazelwood writes all of her characters in the biotech world, I believe, which is what this book is also based in. Connor is a successful biotech guy and she is a struggling grad student. He is her brother's best friend and she is the girl he never knew existed. Maya's brother gets married and she and Connor end up stuck together in a romantic Sicilian villa for over a week, and she suspects that Connor is hiding something from her. She doesn't really know what it is, and she decides that a summer fling might just be what she needs, even if it's a problematic one. So I just think this is going to be a very fun, kind of ridiculous book, and that's just what you want to read in the summer, or at least that's what I want to read in the summer. So Problematic Summer Romance. Now this book I've already read and I'll do a full review on, but this is Rewinded Back by Liz Tomford. This is the final book in the Windy City series and this was a 5-star for me. I will film a full review on this at some point, probably soon, but I have enjoyed these books more and more as the series has progressed. I did not like Mile High, which is the first one. I like the next one a little bit more, and like on and on throughout the series, and I really enjoyed Play Along, which is the one right before this, but it still wasn't a 5-star for me. And then I read this one and it was perfection. Full on 5-star. Absolutely ate this up. I think probably because we have seen a lot of this character throughout the other books and we've kind of grown to love him, and so to see him finally get his own love story was just so satisfying, and it was so good. So I've actually already read this one, but I absolutely loved it and you all need to read it, and I will do a full review at some point. So the next book that I have is actually the book that I'm reading right now. That's why it has a bookmark in it, but this is called A Queen's Game by Catherine McGee. So she wrote the American Royal series, which I have actually read the first one, but I didn't end up continuing the series. I honestly don't really know why. I read that book a while ago and I don't think the series was completed yet, and I enjoyed the first one, but I wasn't raving the next books in the series, and so I just never picked them up. But this is her newest release, and honestly I picked this up because of the cover. This hot pink cover was just speaking to me and I really liked the premise of this. So this book follows 3 princesses in England. Alex of Hesse, which is Queen Victoria's favorite granddaughter, Helen d'Orleans, which is the daughter of the exiled king of France, and then May of Teck, who is another granddaughter of Queen Victoria's, but she is kind of on the outskirts. She has spent her entire life on the fringes of the real world. We follow these girls while they are out in their debutante season, and they all have different goals and different feelings about their season. Alex is a really beautiful girl, but she is a very shy and very reserved girl, and she has always been thought that she is going to marry Prince Eddie. That's kind of who she's been betrothed to throughout her entire life, and she really doesn't want to, but she's trying to navigate that right now. Helen is in love with a stable boy and she doesn't know how she is going to figure that whole thing out. And then we also get from the inside flap that she might start something up with Prince Eddie, but we haven't gotten that far into the story yet. And then we have May, who has been out for 6 seasons and still hasn't been able to find a husband. Her mother ended up marrying someone really below her, and she thought it was for love, but her parents have a very rocky relationship. Her father is pretty emotionally abusive, I would say. He, talks down on May and her mom a lot. We see them trying to navigate this world together. I only started this last night, so I am really only 30 pages in, but I'm enjoying it so far. I like that we're seeing our 3 different main characters and how their experience in the season is so different. And this is a young adult book, and so it's a very like sweet and wholesome book. I'm just enjoying it so far. Obviously, I love princesses and queens and the debutante season and all that fun stuff, and so this book is right up my alley, and I think I'm gonna really enjoy it. The next book that I have is Retreat by Kristen Ritter, which I had no idea, but this is a famous actress. She is on Gilmore Girls. She's one of Rory's friends in college, and then she's also, let me see where else you all would know her from. I mean, maybe that name immediately comes to you, but I didn't realize that was her until I looked her up. Oh, she's the best friend in 27 Dresses. She plays a lot of like the sidekick best friend roles. Just look her up and I think you'll immediately know who she is, but I had no idea that that was the author of this book. I had someone come into the bookstore and ask for this one, and it was not on my radar at all, and so we didn't even have a copy in the bookstore, but I ordered it for her, and then I realized that it was a new release that people were kind of talking about, probably because she's an actress. But this is a really interesting concept. So I want to say it's semi-based on Anna Delvey, but I don't know that for sure if that's like confirmed or anything. But basically it's about a con artist who is trying to take over a socialite's life. So our book follows Liz, who is the con artist, and Isabel, who is the wealthy socialite. They end up meeting, and Isabel has just bought a new villa in Mexico, I think, and she invites Liz to come stay with her. She offers Liz a job handling the installation of a piece of art in her otherwise vacant home, and Liz can't resist the allure of a beach retreat and escape from the conning game. She is mistaken for Isabel while she is in the villa. She basically just starts to assume her life, and then it says that she does this with deadly consequences. So I'm not sure who is going to have the deadly consequences, her or Isabel. It's a very interesting concept. I really enjoyed The Last Mrs. Parrish, and that's kind of the same vein as this book is in, and so I'm excited to read it. I'm really in a good mystery mood right now. I've read a couple recently that I've enjoyed, and so I have picked up a few. You'll see actually the next 2 are mysteries too, but I think I'm going to enjoy this one, and it's a pretty small book, so I think it'll be a pretty quick read. And obviously mysteries are so fast paced, and so because I do read a lot of romance in summer, it's nice to have books like this to read in between. The next 2 books I have are, I'm not sure if they're like a series or a duology, but they're written by the same author, I think in the same world. I actually can't with these covers. They are so cute. So the first one is called Every Time I Go on Vacation, Someone Dies. It says 10 days, 8 suspects, 6 cities, 5 authors, 3 bodies, 1 trip to die for. So this is about an author who goes on a book tour in Italy, and she is set to kill off the main character in her book series. However, there's an attempt made to kill the real Connor, who is a handsome but infuriating con man she got mixed up with 10 years ago, and Eleanor is enlisted to help solve the case. So I think they go on a quest to solve this mystery throughout Italy, and I mean, what more could you want from a summer mystery cover? I saw this book and I was like, oh my gosh, I need it immediately, and I hope that it's good because I bought the second one because it was also so cute, and this one just came out in May. So this one is called No One Was Supposed to Die at This Wedding. Okay, so it actually follows Eleanor too, so it is basically like a continuation of the series. I'm guessing it's going to be similar to, not similar to Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder, but the main character is the same. She's just solving a new mystery. So this time Emma, who is Eleanor's best friend, is starring in the movie adaptation of When in Rome, Eleanor's first novel. Emma is also marrying Fred Winters, a major movie star and Emma's co-star, who just happens to be playing Connor Smith, Eleanor's ex and leading man of the series. That's a whole lot of stuff. Filming wraps and they invite the whole cast and crew to their wedding on nearby Catalina Island. There may be a storm headed their way because of course there is, but nothing will stop their nuptials. That is until Emma receives a note that says someone is going to die at the wedding. Eleanor is a professional at this point and she'll do everything she can to uncover the murderer so true love can prevail before it's too late for her and the rest of the storm-trapped wedding party. I mean, again, can you even beat this cover for a summer mystery? So I feel like I've also mentioned this a lot, but I love the Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder series, and I would love to find another series like that I could read, because those books follow each season, and so I like to read them in the season that they're set, and so I can only read 4 of them a year, and it would be nice to have another series too, and so maybe this will be my new one. And then last but not least, I bought a new Mary Kay Andrews book. This is called Summers at the Saint. One, because, I mean, hello, look at this cover. I know I said that about every book. I'm so sorry. So I believe this is also her newest release, but this was released last year. She hasn't released a new book this year. So this book is set at St. Cecilia, which is a landmark hotel on the coast of Georgia. It says everyone refers to St. Cecilia as the saint. If you grew up coming here, you were a saint. If you came from the wrong side of the river, you were an ain't. And it says that Tracy was one of those people that didn't grow up there, but she began working there and she fell in love with the boss's son, and so many years later she is widowed now and she is the owner of the hotel, but it's come to a state of disrepair. None of their high profile clients are coming anymore and she is working to save the hotel. So she hires a bunch of help for the summer and she maybe will find love again. And I just love the idea of this being set in a hotel. It's an interesting setting for a summer book and I just think I'm gonna really enjoy this. I have read a few other of her books before and really like them. I like how they don't really have a true theme to them. Like there is a little bit of mystery, there's a little bit of romance, there's a little bit of character growth that you would see more with the literary fiction. So I honestly don't even know where her books are shelved. Like I don't know which genre they're technically shelved under, but I am excited to read this one because I have enjoyed her book so far. And again, the cover is so good. And that was all the books I'm going to show you for this haul. Let me know what you all would like to see from me this summer on this channel. I feel like this is quickly becoming a book channel and that's not what I intended this to be. I wanted it to be all kinds of other stuff, and so I was thinking about doing a what I eat in a day or maybe a workout routine video because I want to start bringing that onto this channel as well. But let me know what you all would like to see. Are you enjoying the overload of book content that I've been posting? Would you like to see other things? Would you rather me just go ahead and film that other book haul and get it up so you can see? Are you curious? So yeah, y'all let me know and I'm happy to film whatever you would like me to film. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye!